So there's one thing that I hear over and over from our Rise and Vibe community members, and it's one shift that we use in every one of our Rise and Vibe sessions that they have started to introduce into their morning routines because of how powerful it is. It's so simple, but yet it's so profound, and I'm going to share it with you today so that you can start to use it and implement it yourself. But before I do that, did you know that we opened up enrollment for the summer session of Rise and Vibe? Yes, we did earlier this week. And oh my goodness, we have such incredible people in there already. So, what is Rise and Vibe, Megan? Well, it is a 90-day community experience that will help you to make your morning routine something you love and you look forward to. So it's a non negotiable way for you to show up for yourself. Rise and Vibe sessions are intentional movement sessions that are fun and playful, that nourish your body, ignite your spirit, and are all sorts of impactful because they take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit all at once in just 30 minutes. So you can have a beautiful experience in that live session, but also begin to learn these incredible tools and integrate them into your own amplified morning routine. So enrollment is now open. We start in June. Sessions happen weekly, Tuesday and Friday. They're live, they're fun, they are all sorts of incredible. And you also get unlimited access to the replays as well as other incredible bonuses. So if you want to grab your spot, the link to do that is in the show notes for this session. So let's talk a little bit more about what this powerful shift is that will help you to amplify your morning routine. That's what we do inside Rise and Vibe, is make your morning routine so incredibly layered and intentional and amplified, because it's not just thinking positive thoughts and saying affirmations to yourself. It's not just visualizing your success and achieving your goals. It's not just moving your body so you keep it strong and healthy, keeping it flexible and toned and tightening all over. It's not just helping your nervous system to be resilient so that you can handle challenges gracefully. Yes, it's all of that. Rise and Vibe sessions are all of that, and amplifying your morning routine is all of that. But what it is really is when we go deeper, it becomes an intentional embodiment practice. Let's unpack that a little bit. Intentional embodiment practice. Everything you do in theory is an embodiment practice because you're in your body. And the more you're in your body when you do it, the more present you are. But what is intentional? What do I mean by an intentional practice? It means when you layer it on with a deeper meaning and something that you want to activate within yourself so that you're using whatever you're doing to go even deeper, to become even more present. So, making something an intentional embodiment practice means how can you use a clear intention combined with a physical experience of an elevated emotion that you want to experience, which inside Rise and Vibe we call the vibe of your vision? That's how you make it an intentional embodiment practice. So, what that means is once you know what the vibe of your vision is, i.e., how do you really want to feel? Not just happy, not just, energized, which are great. Those are great. But how do you really want to feel? Do you want to feel lit up with joy? Do you want to feel vibrantly energized? Do you want to feel on fire with inspiration? That's the vibe of your vision. And that's what we want to begin to use as your clear intention or as your power statement, which is a tool we use inside Rise and Vibe, because you're using that powerful decision, that clear intention, as the thinking element. So you're aligning with your vision because that's the vibe of your vision, right? So hopefully you're tracking with me. You're aligning with your vision because of that clear intention. Then you're using your movement, you're using your body, you're using the felt sense of the poses, the exercises, the breath work, the core work, whatever it is you happen to be doing that morning, to allow that vibe, that feeling, that frequency of the future to get activated within yourself. And this is where you're taking it into the body, right? This is where it becomes an embodiment practice. And this is where it goes a lot deeper than just thinking positive thoughts and mindset work, because mindset work should involve your body, because your subconscious mind, which is wired throughout your body, through your vagus nerve, through your nervous system, lives in your body. It doesn't live just in your mind. So it's important that you make these shifts at the level of your nervous system, at the level of your subconscious mind, at the level of your body, so that they are impactful, so that you're beginning to really practice them and practice them and practice them and practice them until you become them. Because what we practice, we become. So once you know the vibe of your vision, you can use that as your power statement. You can use that as your intention. In yoga, we call this intention the sankalpa. Sankalpa is a Sanskrit word which means vow to the truth. Because in yoga and in many other wisdom traditions, we believe that everything that you desire, you have within you. That you already have these qualities within you. It's simply a matter of energizing them and embodying them and then expressing them in your life. Okay. So sankalpa, or an intention, is something that has been used traditionally inside every yoga practice, but is not always often taught. And so that's definitely an element that I bring to all of my yoga practices, all of my sessions, all of our Rise and Vibe sessions, in the form of your power statement. Because I want you to always be feeling into that frequency of the future, always be connected to that version of you, that golden thread of your vision that's pulling you forward, that version of you that lives inside of you, that is your higher self, your full expression, whatever you want to call it, that is calling you forward into the next evolution of yourself. And in order for us to expand into that version of ourself, we must make peace and accept where we are at now. And so it's really important that we anchor into your body, that you ground yourself into the version of you that you are today, so that you can continue to expand and create safety first and foremost. And so that's why these power statements, we want to make them and set them so that they are really near and dear to your heart. They feel good to you. I can't just arbitrarily give you power statements. I might say some that are aligned for me, that resonate for you, and you're like, yes, I want to use that one too. And that's classically, that happens inside Rise and Vibe. People will put their power statements in at the end of the session, and everyone's like, oh, that's a good one. And I have people read them over, because I know that we're all connected and we are reflections of each other. And sometimes when we read what other people share, it creates a spark of inspiration for us, and it helps us to activate that and live into that as well. So we talked about these core elements of amplifying your morning routine. You're aligning your mind by creating this power statement from the energy of your vision. You're using your movement practices to fully embody it, to express it. And ultimately what you're doing there is, as you repeat that clear intention to yourself, and I have you do it over and over, I have you charge it with your ha, your breath, you're actually doing the third and final step of rewiring. Because what you're doing there is you're allowing yourself the experience of this now. You're giving yourself evidence of it now. So it's not just this out in the future, when I achieve the goals thing. It's being that version of yourself now. And that's where you can begin to elevate your yoga practice, your morning routine, whatever it is that you're doing. You're simultaneously elevating it and taking it deeper. Hopefully that makes sense. In my brain, it does. I don't know. Out loud, maybe it doesn't. So we are really allowing yourself to anchor in to the version of yourself that you see in your vision, that you are desiring to become, that you are at your deepest core, right? That sankalpa is activating. You're anchoring into that. Excuse me. But you're also allowing yourself the opportunity to experience what it's like to really fully give that feeling full expression in yourself now. Because otherwise, if you're just going through the motions of, doing squats and doing plank, and yeah, that's great, because there's all sorts of benefit for that. But you can make those all the more impactful if, as you're doing it and you're doing that hard exercise or whatever it is you're doing, you're repeating to yourself, I am powerful, I am powerful, I am powerful. And you feel it in your body, you feel it in your bones, right? You can feel it at the deepest level of your being, because what you're doing there is really anchoring that in. And ultimately, you're hardwiring that belief for yourself because you're repeating it over and over, right? We create beliefs for ourselves because they become such a practice thing that we repeat that your brain hardwires it. We don't even think it anymore because it's hardwired into your subconscious. So why not use your morning routine in a more intentional way so that you are layering it on with your power statements and you're fully embodying that, right? So you hear a lot about, acting as the version you desire to become, living into that so that you are in alignment with it. And that's what this is, right? That's what this is it's fully activating that within yourself in your morning routine. So you have that within you, you have that activated, you have that present within yourself in your morning routine, so that when you go out into the world or into your day, maybe you're not going into the world, maybe you work from home, whatever, when you go into the rest of your day and every encounter, that is activated within you. It's activated in your nervous system. So people perceive that on a subtle level through neuroception. So neuroception is your nervous system is constantly scanning the environment, it's constantly taking in information. And so your nervous system is perceiving information about other people and vice versa. Okay. So we must include our body if we want to have lasting transformation. It's so important that you use your body to really give yourself the opportunity to feel those feelings now, so that they're active within you, so that you are attracting more opportunities to experience that feeling, right? We're not waiting until we get to where we want to go to feel that feeling. You are aligning to it now, which then aligns you and makes you an energetic match to that feeling and things that activate that feeling within you, so that you're able to call that in. You are a match for that. And so that's the whole embody the frequency of the feeling that of the reality that we desire, and we are a match to it. We're acting as if we're living into that energy now. My brain is trying to scan for that really awesome Wayne Dyer quote that's all about the law of assumption, and it's assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Yes, good job, brain. Whoa, that was amazing. I could feel it scanning the records. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Isn't that incredible? That's what this is, right? And so it's not just a conditional thing, it's something that you're doing for yourself, because that's ultimately why we do a lot of the things we do, is to get that feeling. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today. Oh, yes. The last little bit is, when you're thinking about your power statement and you're using your physical practice, whatever that is, right? If you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever amount of time, Rise and Vibe sessions are 30 minutes. So throughout the session, I ask people to move as that feeling. How would the feeling of confidence move? How would the feeling of joyful energy dance? How would the feeling of feeling light and graceful stand? So I ask you to play with that and be curious about it, because what we're doing there is we're trying it on and we're fully allowing it to express from within us. It's almost like you're kind of putting it on as a costume or acting as it as a character. But at the same time as you are, trying that on, if you will, it's within you and you're allowing it to come forth. You're allowing it to bubble forth because you're giving it the opportunity to come through in all of these different ways. And we always finish our sessions deciding who and how you're going into the day as. So it's so much more than mindset work. It's so much more than exercise. It's so much more than yoga. It's so much more than breath work. When you activate and you allow this layer, this deeper layer of embodied intentions to be woven through your morning routines, You're making it a tool set for transformation. You're making it a tool set for activation. You're allowing it to be fully embodied, and you're rewiring at the deepest level of your nervous system at the same time as you're toning and strengthening and all that stuff, which is incredible. But you are doing really deep work on all levels and layers of your being simultaneously when you add in these extra layers. So I would love to know what landed for you. Does that feel like something you want to practice? Because what we practice, we become, and you might as well use your morning routine to become the version of you that your vision and your dreams are calling you to be, to become the purposeful powerhouse version of you that you are at your deepest core, by learning how to use your mind like a powerful tool and think on purpose, to move your body, to keep it strong and healthy, to show up on purpose because you're showing up for yourself. So if that sounds like something that you want to really live into over the summer, if you want extra layers of accountability, if you want to truly show up for yourself because you care about how you feel, if you are ready to have a morning routine that you love and you look forward to, that gives you all of that stuff in one session, because I know this is important, but you don't have all day. So not only is it effective, not only is it efficient, but it's fun. It's fun. Because it can be fun. You know, it's not fun. Self-care overwhelm, trying to piece all these things together in a way that you like and you actually stick with. That's not fun. But you know what is fun? Rise and Vibe sessions. So the link to come and join us inside this incredible community is in the show notes. If it's not there, that means all the spots have been taken up. But I will be opening this up again soon. So if it's something that you're interested in and the link isn't there because all the spots are taken already, because I do want to keep it a really intimate, small container to give you the support that you need and deserve, then just send me a message, send me an email, send me a DM, and I will make sure to keep you in the loop for the next go round. Okay. So, but if the link is there, come and join us, come and play. It'll be so fun to have you in this incredible container of amazing like-minded individuals, and they're there to support you too, because that's what this is about as well. So what you practice, you become. What you practice, you become. How can you use this tool to really make these shifts so that your morning routine is something that literally lights you up and aligns you on every level? That's your homework. Send me a DM. Tell me what landed for you. Have an incredible rest of your day. And make sure to check out Rise and Vibe, because we'd love to have you join us inside this incredible container. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.